It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants coming up next.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
And when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that was called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
Dotson, the man in motion. To the air right away is Hurts. He's going to run it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Hurts now. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
Let's not forget, Mike, Not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll run here with the rookie. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that first down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. They get 18 on that one. First down, Giants.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Wilson. Now a screen set up for Tracy. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. on fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Eagles offense going to take over now for the second time. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. Oh! He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
And he'll go right back to Goedert. He's got it again. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he's into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and They come away with 6, so that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles move out to a 7-3 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Eric Gray to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. First and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now a short one, caught by the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
That's good for 27 and a first down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Now Wilson on first down. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing again, Wilson. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Again, Wilson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants are back within one. It's 7-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He was able to take it in himself for the game's only touchdown. And you wonder if this coaching staff will ask him to do a bit more the rest of the way.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now Russ. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. On the ground, here's Tracy. And this will be a Giants first down. He'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Play action. It's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Now it is first and goal. Now Wilson. He's got his man. That's Slayton.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up
5. It is second and goal. Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Big play coming up. Third and goal. Wilson will throw again. To the goal line and in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7. Wilson makes the read and keeps it himself. And he'll take it in. Made the right read on the zone read. And tacking on 2 points. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Avery Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Second down and 8. Hurts working in the pistol. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Left side, it's caught by Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is first down and goal. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And a good job there of hemming him in. They get it to the 8-yard line.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he'll take it on in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Open man is Robinson. They'll come up here on second down and 5. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he's going to have that first down. Tackle made up around the 35. Here's Wilson to throw. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. Now, 2nd and 4. Now, Barkley. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Here comes Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Here's Barkley. And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. In motion, it's Robinson. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. It is 2nd and a yard. Wilson to throw. He'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs and just as importantly stop the clock.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Now, on 2nd and long. Again, Wilson. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
And now the decision is go for 2. That's a gutsy call, and really, in effect, it's ball game right here. That's going to be caught. Not playing for the OT. They get the 2-point conversion and take the lead here in the final minute.
Great decision here, Mike. This was made well before that touchdown score. You want to win the game in regulation. You don't want to play for a tie and take your chances in overtime. But because there's less than a minute, not a ton of time for your opponent to go down and kick a field goal, this is the right move, and we'll see if it pays off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The crowd at MetLife on their feet for 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. Now they burn the timeout. They're in that gray area. You might be able to get in 2 plays, but maybe just 1 left in this game. We'll see. Here's 1st and 10. Will try it again. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. That's hard. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. It was a closely fought affair, but they're able to survive, and they eke out the 1-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.